So I apologise for the shit lighting and everything, but I've just finished watching Toy Story 3. Now, I can initially say most people will probably be really disappointed with the movie, because it is not as funny as the original two. It's true to the characters still. They got the same voice actors. They haven't tried to change anything. They've got rid of some of the toys, but I found it to be quite an enjoyable movie, but not with the same feel as the original two. Because like I said, the original two was supposed to be, haha, funny, hilarious, and they really were fond memories of those movies. I grew up with those movies, so naturally I'm a big fan. So watching Toy Story 3, I was expecting it to be jokes here and there, and there may well have been, and I probably missed most of them, but my point is, it's still a really good movie. They focus more on the actual storyline, and it's more for the audiences of people who are fans of the movies. At least that's how I interpreted it. It's more people who are fans of the movie, but want to see the rest of the story about what happens to their favorite characters. Because, like I said, it's very true to the characters. It's got a good storyline, but it's more of a grown-up story, as far as I think. More for the adults more than the kids. Because it's quite sad when you think about it. They go on at the start and say they've lost a lot of their friends over the years, and they don't get to talk to Andy anymore. There's that whole scene where they're in the toy box with the phone, ringing Andy's cell phone to try and get attention, and Andy pretty much blows them off. So, it's got a good feel to it. I like what they've done with it. It's well thought out. It's well made, and it reaches out, because at certain points in the movie you actually do really feel for the characters, and you don't want anything bad to happen to these toys, even though they're supposed to be just toys. It actually lets you believe that if this is actually how toys were in real life, it's actually not the best life you could possibly have for them. And it's got the whole cliche bad guy, but I'll let that slide, because nostalgia reasons. But it's a really good movie, really good plot. It makes you, it really draws you in from the pure fact that it is a very emotional kind of movie. It actually attempts to pull at your heartstrings and stuff like that. It doesn't try and get all up in its face and try and ruin itself by trying to be like the previous ones and be as funny as they were. Which is another reason it's really good, because you don't get that a lot nowadays. With the Shrek movies, they pretty much ran that shit into the ground, relatively quickly. Shrek 3, what the fuck was that? Shrek 1 and 2, hilarious. Shrek 3, bullshit. Shrek 4, not too bad, but like I said, it's not funny. It's more of a action-y kind of movie. It's really sad as far as I'm concerned, Shrek 4, but we'll get on to that later. But overall, I think Toy Story 3 is a good movie to watch. It's like I've said many times, probably already from my rambling. Good storyline, draws you in, keeps it real to itself without trying to ruin it by trying to be obviously funny by recycling old jokes that everyone fucking does. I would not necessarily put it as a kids movie though, because of its content. I'd say more 10 up, maybe, like absolute minimum 10 years old up to fully appreciate the movie for what it is, just because of the more serious tone to it. Yeah, so just as my recommendation to people out there, if anyone watches this, Toy Story 3, whether or not it was movie worthy, yes, I would say it was worth paying for a ticket. Definitely rent worthy. If you are a fan, like an actual fan of the old movies, then definitely buy worthy. If you're not a big fan of the old ones, or you're new to the series, maybe a gift. Yeah, overall, good movie. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I would definitely give it at least an 8. It was good. It was. Well, I know this is pretty crappy for a movie review, but this is I promised to do them and I hadn't done any yet, so I'm just putting it out there for people. This is the first one of many. I'm not expecting all of them to be like this, just so you know. Not all my reviews are not all going to be this kind of shitty and crappy and stuff. But yeah, this is just a start. Okay, well, that is all I have to say about Toy Story 3. Good movie.